and welcome along and welcome back to our farm on Haut-Beyleron. Today we have a few bits to do around our farm. Before, I think we're going to look at skipping over to the springtime so that we can continue moving on. Otherwise, we're going to spend a lot of videos doing things like ploughing and cultivating contracts. So I want to kind of avoid getting too repetitive like that. What we are going to be doing today is we have 2 pallets of tomatoes, 2 pallets of strawberries, and a pallet of lettuces. So we want to get them loaded up and get them out. The job we've got to do in the springtime actually is get the fields fertilized. I don't know how much fertilizer we've got left in our spreader, but that field there, the field 20, the middle of that field needs a whole load of fertilizer. So if I can get a bag of that and do that, that would probably be fairly useful to us. Let's bring this over here, get in and under these. So hopefully I can get all of these into my truck. If not, I'm still keeping a lookout for a cheap trailer that we might be able to load it to use, because obviously this is not the easiest thing or easiest way to be doing this. Let's get that in there like so. Yeah, they don't all sit in there very cleanly. In fact, I'm not happy with that at all. What we need to do is get into this sideways to pick this. So, oh, no. Depth perception never been a good thing in farm sim. Trying to work out exactly where you've got your... Oh, that's not happy. Where you've got your forks is always troublesome and always has been. What I'm going to do here is I've narrowed the forks themselves. We're going to come in from the side and in and like that. And then we should be able to slot this down the end of our truck. But yeah, about 4 or 5 pallets is really what we want to be loading into here maximum. Any more than that and it gets very, very topply, especially now that these have a much larger capacity, these pallets. Let's see if we can get this. The suspension on the truck can cause us some issues, but we're good. We got that one in, and then the next one we should be able to put in normally. But yeah, you can see we're actually gonna be overloaded with 5. So it's gonna be an interesting trip. Where is the best place to sell all these at the moment? So best head over and check that out. Where's my mouse gone? There we are. And we want to pop down to here. So best place for lettuce. In fact, yeah, the only place to sell both the lettuce. Wow, that's a good price. The tomatoes and the strawberries are best. So yeah, it's all at the farm shop. So we want to get all of this down there. Should pay us fairly well, to be honest. That is a nice price that those coming in at. 500 strawberries on here, or 500 litres of strawberries. So it'll be half that price for this, although we've got 2 pallets. I don't know how heavy or how many litres we had of the lettuce just now. But yeah, this is gonna take us a couple of trips today, I think, to get all these done. I only want to really put 1 more pallet on the top. So what we'll do is we'll get the other pallet of strawberries on the top once we've pushed these ones in. There we are. So we've got those into the trailer. Not coming into it straight is causing a whole load of issues. There we go. Yeah, I think it's getting caught on the wheel arches. Let's bring this out. I can stack this better in here. But having the pallet, the extra pallet, really, of lettuce in here means that it's going to require 2 trips. Might have done 1 trip if it had just been 4 pallets, but having the 5th pallet is kind of means that we need to do 2 trips with this. So we'll take the strawberries and the lettuces first, and then we'll come back and we'll load up the tomatoes after that, and get everything sold. Can I come into here straight? There we go. Right, last lot. And we'll get these piled on top. And then we can go and get this all sold down at the farm shop. Up and down, back them out. And there we go. Oh, that is, yeah, that is not well packed. But it is all strapped down. It's going to be a little bit weighty. Oh, man. Right, let's get the tractor back over here. Ready to get the next lot to load in. While we head down to the farm shop and see if we can't get some money for these. Just need to be a little bit careful. We are very, very top heavy right now. And here we are down at the farm shop. We seem to be selling stuff here more than anywhere else at the moment. Now, it's not this sell point here, and it will complain at us. Yep. And then round the side here, this is where these should sell. And we should get a fairly decent amount. I think that's probably 500 litres of the lettuce as well. It has gone up a bit. There we are. Let's take all of that off. And 1,531. So yeah, 1,000 litres of the strawberries and 500 litres of the lettuce has been, yeah, nicely paying. Let's get back and get the tomatoes loaded up and see if we can get a bit of money from those as well. So looking at the price of that, I think strawberries are probably not worth us doing. We made 1,500. We know the lettuce is worth 2,000. So we got 500 litres. So that basically paid us 1,000 in the same time that the strawberries are only worth 490. And the tomatoes are worth 930. So the lettuce is the best paying. The tomatoes are the second best paying. And the strawberries are the worst paying. So I'm going to stop our strawberry production at this point. Because we can produce as many tomatoes and lettuce in the same time and make twice the money off them. So let's head into our productions. Strawberries. We've got 113 litres there. I am going to cancel and deactivate the production on that. We do need to put some more water in this as well, so we'll do that once we've done this. But yeah, I think if we concentrate on the tomatoes and the lettuce, we're going to make more money overall. In fact, we're going to make twice as much money from those as we are from the strawberries. Strawberries are great for putting into the bakery and making cake. And I think once you get to that stage and you're looking to be putting stuff in to make cakes, then that's the point at which you want to be doing your strawberry production. Until then, it actually is worth more to us to do the tomatoes and the lettuce. And the tomatoes and the lettuce, I want to do both because I think the price fluctuation will probably even out. If we have a look in here at that price fluctuation, at the moment we are actually in a bit of a dip as far as the price of tomatoes goes, but we're on the increase with the lettuce. So you're looking at over the next couple of months, the price going up for both to a high in February. And exactly where that increase will go to is anybody's guess, because it's very hard to tell with the fluctuation set up on here. But it should sort of even out and give us a nice price across both. 500 litres of tomatoes here. So actually, the most profitable is the tomatoes. We produced 1,000 litres of tomatoes. Wow. Yeah, we want to turn the lettuce off as well. We produced 1,000 litres of tomatoes in the same time as it's taken us to produce... no, actually, no, I take it back. Because the lettuce is worth twice as much as the tomatoes, but produces half as much. So, yeah. So they're about the same. I almost got thrown out by my my own calculation setup then. No, so lettuce is worth doing because it's got about half the production rate but twice the value, whereas the tomatoes are twice the production rate of the lettuce but half the value. So yeah, it is worth doing both of those. It's just the strawberries that are nowhere near worth us doing on here. They take up some of the production rate, so they slow our other two down. And in doing so, they also... Actually, I wonder... I got a theory here. Need to get these out. They slow down the production of the other two. And because they take up some of the production cycle. And they... well, actually, that's a good question. I wonder if they do. I wonder if you want to be producing all three at the same time, because in here, there's cycles per month. I don't know if that will take up. It's going to be interesting to see if you have a... does stuff produce quicker if the entire... if the entire greenhouse is doing it or not. That is a very interesting thing. I think I need to test at some point. Does it make a difference if you've deactivated something in a greenhouse to how quickly it will produce the other things from the greenhouse? Right, let's turn that off. We will fold the back of this up. Oh, fold the back of that up. Right. And let's head down to the shop and see how much these tomatoes make us. And back down to here again. And yeah, we have 1,000 litres of tomatoes on board. Yeah, not accepted there. They are accepted here. Yeah, there they go. We'll take those off. Is it not selling them? Oh, no, it's selling them. There we go. They're fighting it out in the trailer, though. Come on, almost there. And I'm expecting about 900 for that. Yeah, 931, exactly 1,000 litres. So... let's head back to the farm and we'll have a look at how we've done from these three bits, in these three crops. I think it's a little bit surprising, and yeah, I think strawberries are definitely a crop that we want to avoid going forwards. So that's the first time really since 1.2's come out that I've had a chance to take a look and actually see what's happening with the fruit from... and then the stuff that we get from our greenhouses. It is quite interesting. There is definitely a discrepancy between the strawberries and the other two crops. You've got, you've got 1,536 cycles per month, which is the same as the tomatoes, roughly. No, in fact, it is identical to the tomatoes. However, you apparently get 2 strawberries for every one water. So you have to put in less water to get the same number of strawberries out. but it's not double the cycles. So yeah, you're taking less water to produce your strawberries overall, whereas you take more water to produce a lettuce. So if you were paying for your water, if you were paying for the water, then the one to go for is probably gonna be the tomatoes overall, because it's gonna cost you twice what it would for the strawberries, but they pay twice as much. Yeah, and the production cost per month for all of these is 2. So without us paying for the water, I think tomatoes and lettuce are worth it. If I was paying for the water, strawberries do start becoming more interesting. But it kind of depends on how much you're paying for the water. I'd like to see, I really, really wish that manure was part of these. It would require manure to be something that's purchasable on the map. But yeah, I really wish manure was part of these, so that you could have that kind of cost taken into account as well. I'm fairly sure there must be modded versions of the greenhouses out there that require that. Let's get I probably should have done this the other way around, but let's drop this off. Like so. And that way we can go and grab some more water. And yes, we are not going to pay for this. We're going to go down to the river and find ourselves some water. But it's one of those things that is really, really interesting on the side to find that out and to see what effect that has. We actually have enough money today to get a lime or a stone crusher, which I think will be something very useful. We don't have a plow on the farm, but to keep weeds off, I'm very tempted to get one along with a stone collector. Oh, I don't think we're hooked up properly. Yeah, there we go. That's better. And then we should be able to bring in a nice amount per month. I think it's 1,200 per month that the lime crusher brings in. So I think we might try and place that today and keep that going over the winter. We're going to need to get a bucket for our tractor as well today for that. And if we have the money left, I think it might be time, with the winter coming in, to get ourselves a nice new home. I'm hoping the best place for me to get access to the river is going to be from the island. I don't think there's an easy place of access down there by the boats, but the roadway goes down to the other side of the grain mill over there. So we're going to head down there and see if we can get close enough to the water to refill from that point. And that means heading down this road here and seeing if there's anywhere down the bottom here that we can back this down into the water. Yes. Okay. I think next to that tree is probably our best bet. Back this up here. Doesn't look like a massively steep drop off. And thankfully it isn't. So into there. And perfect. Yeah, so this is probably our nearest place to be able to grab some water from the river, fill our trailer up, and hopefully get this thing going forwards before we end up with a tractor in the river, because that is very slowly sinking backwards. But we're good. And we're filled up. And it's probably going to take us a couple of loads of water to refill our greenhouse. So yeah, a couple of trips of this and we should be done. 2 more trips to the river and we're back with our 3rd load of water, and this should be enough to finish this off. So there, and unload that. And once that's done, let's have a look here. In fact, yeah, it didn't take much to top that off. So we now have a full set of water on there. We've got half the tanker left, so that's good news. That can go back in this shed. And that is all done and dusted. And yeah, nice amount of money should be made from more of that. Like so. Drop that off. And then we've just got a couple of things left. One, I really want to, it's winter and it's cold, and sleeping on that camp bed in the in the cold is not very nice. So we'll just go back this up out the way. And then I think we're going to grab ourselves a nice new house. So into this menu here, construction, we want to demolish this. Yep, we'll sell that for 49 euros. Perfect. And I'm going to have to move because I'm in the way of my own construction there. Right. And then, thanks to the 1.2 update, we have a brand spanking new little farmhouse. Well, it's a cabin house that we can have. And we can just put this side of this tree. So, yeah, this will go here. And quite nicely fit next to our greenhouse, maybe. Yeah, I think go here. Like, no, overlaps with another object. There, that's where we'll put that. And look, we have somewhere now that actually is a roof over our heads. Absolutely fantastic. And then the last thing we want to do today, we want to get this lime production going. And it's exactly where am I going to place this. That means that we can easily get this to function and to work. Let's turn the tractor off. We've got 15,000 left. In fact, we're going to have to earn a little bit more money before we do that because we don't have a bucket. And a bucket is going to cost us how much? A bucket is going to cost 1,600. Yeah. So a bucket is 1,600. That is going to take us down to 14,000. The 14,000 is going to mean that our lime facility. Oh, production. Here we go. That is 15,000. So we could get this and we could start producing some stuff with it. I'm wondering actually, can we get that? Can I turn that and put that under that? No. So ideally, we want this along this side here. It's going to be a bit of a pain to fill, I think. Yeah, because we can't fill it from the side, so we'd have to come down the edge. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know where the best place to fill this and put this would be. Maybe up the back here somewhere. Aha! I think, actually, not enough money. Oh, we don't have enough money to place it because we can't afford the flattening, I don't think. So, yeah, we can't place that at the moment. So that pretty much puts the kibosh on that for now. Yes, had I not bought the house first, but it's cold. And we need somewhere warmer to sleep. So that is what we're going to be looking to do as soon as we can. I think maybe if we can sell a few more pieces of fruit and veg will be good. But overall, it's been a fairly productive day. So we're going to leave this here for today, which means that all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for all the latest videos from Virtual Farmer, please subscribe to the channel, ring that bell, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.